Good evening, guys. Welcome. Hope you are having an amazing day. We are in my closet this evening because I had a very strong desire to talk about perfumes tonight. It's about 11 p.m. at night. I had a very strong desire to show my perfume collection. I'm going to be moving in the next month, so I'm taking a look at everything I own and trying to figure out like what I should bring with me on my move and what I should part ways with. And so I've been thinking a lot about my perfume collection and what direction I want to go in, and a lot has happened in the less than a year since I started my perfume journey. How I organized it, I usually have the perfumes on this side tucked away in a drawer because these are more seasonal scent, like winter, fall, cold weather scents. And then out on my perfume tray is where I have my everyday scents, spring, summer scents, easy reach scents, that sort of thing. That's on my perfume tray. So we'll start with the left and then we'll move over to the right. First up, I have BDK. This is Gris Charnel by BDK. I absolutely adore this scent. I have a little bit of a dent going on here. I got this fall last year, and this is the most stunning scent. My mouth waters when I smell this. I like to wear it in cooler weather, so that's why I have it tucked away. But this is so good for like rainy weather, cozy, rainy weather, gray, cloudy. Whenever the weather is not quite nice outside, this is what I go for. This for me is a for life type of fragrance. Like I couldn't imagine not having this in my collection. I would consider this a very unisex scent. It's kind of spicy, it's kind of sweet, it has vanilla in it, which I love. I think this is a masterpiece. To be honest, BDK is probably my favorite perfume house that I've tried so far. I just think their scents are so unique and so beautiful, and I don't know, my nose loves BDK perfumes. So this is BDK Gris Charnel. I'm gonna put this to the side. As I go through my perfume collection, I really want to make sure that I'm not having perfumes that smell the same or serve the same purpose. I want to make sure I'm using every single perfume in my collection because I don't have a really large apartment that I live in, so I need to be very selective of how I fill my space. That being said, this is I think this is my first niche perfume that I ever bought. I bought this again fall last year when I really got into fragrances, and this is by Atelier DOr. It is Lune Feline Extrait. This is a beautiful vanilla cardamom scent. I love this scent, but as you can see, I haven't really used it. And I had this all through fall, all through winter, and I didn't really spray. I wasn't gravitating towards it because anytime I would wear this scent, I could also swap and wear Gris Charnel, and I always chose Gris Charnel over Lune Feline. I think this scent works really well in super cold weather, like it's snowing outside and you just want something cozy. Like this projects an insane amount, but I think where I live now, the weather doesn't get cold enough for me to justify having this in my collection. I don't wear it, I don't reach for it. And although it's a beautiful scent, I know I'm not gonna wear it. So I actually already sold this one. I sold it yesterday, so I'm gonna ship it out tomorrow, but wanted to show you before it left my collection why it was leaving. Again, this is Lune Feline Extrait from Atelier DOr. Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. I love the scent. I got into cherry scents. I think the whole world of perfumery was obsessed with cherry scents last year, and I was not immune to that. So I was exploring so many different cherry scents last year, and I landed on Tom Ford Lost Cherry as being my favorite scent. I have this tucked away in storage right now because when I bought this, it also came with a travel size of Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and I don't need to have both the travel size and the full bottle out. So I actually haven't sprayed the full bottle yet. I'm saving it until my travel size is empty, and then I'll go ahead and start reaching for the full size bottle. but I absolutely love this scent. It's not going anywhere. And I love pairing this with Vanilla 28 by Kayali. Those two paired together are like a match made in heaven. If you have both of those scents, I highly recommend trying out that pairing. So that's, again, Tom Ford Lost Cherry. A couple of travel size perfumes I have tucked away in storage. These are both my fall winter scents. The first one being Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. Love Don't Be Shy is a beautiful, super sweet scent. I think it has orange blossom in it as well. I like this scent, but I don't gravitate towards it that much. As you can see, there's a little bit of a tint, but it's not significant. For a travel size, it's not very significant. I don't regret purchasing this because I do occasionally wear it, and only in the fall winter, but I do occasionally wear it, and you know, sometimes I just want to smell extra sweet. This is the fragrance that does the job. Would I repurchase this? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I'm glad I have the travel size because I think I would regret it if I had a full size of this. So if I were to repurchase, I'd probably repurchase the travel size again, just because I know I don't go through it that fast. Like, the travel size is a good enough size for me because I don't crave smelling super sweet that often. So again, this is Killian Love Don't Be Shy. And then my last cold weather fragrance I have is Libre Le Parfum. This one has quite a bit of a dent in it. I've been trying to make it work, especially in the fall winter. I was trying to make this work. I go back and forth with the scent. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. One of the first times I wore this in public, I actually wore it to work because I wanted it to be like my boss bitch scent. And I remember I was at work in the morning, so this is right when I got to work. Someone started sneezing and I'm like, oh my god, it has to be, they're allergic to my perfume. And so now I'm super self-conscious when I wear this perfume because I'm scared it's gonna make someone's allergies act up. So I don't wear it too often, and I don't really love it as much as when I first got it because I just think of like making people sneeze, which I don't want to make people sneeze. Would I repurchase this? I don't think I love it enough to repurchase, but I like it enough that I will be going through this full travel size. Again, this is Libre Le Parfum. This is my beautiful Parfum de Marly. This is the original Delina, and I have it in the tiniest bottle. I don't think I've ever sprayed. I might have sprayed it once when I took this out of the box, but I haven't sprayed it since. I have this weird complex where because it was so expensive, I only want to spray it during special occasions because I want it to be special. And I don't know if that's a waste because I'm not actually using it and it's just going bad and it's just sitting there. When I first smelled Delina, I was just blown away by the beautifulness of not only the bottle, but the scent itself is so stunning. I don't think I would ever want to have my perfume collection without Delina. So this is Delina by Parfum de Marly. Next up, we have Kayali Vanilla 28. There's a little bit of a dent going on here. I love using this on its own as well as topping off other fragrances. I love pairing this with Gris Charnel, even with Delina. This smells pretty good. It's just a good topping fragrance. If I want an extra sweetness to what I'm wearing, I'll go for this, and it's a beautiful scent. I think I would buy a smaller bottle of this if I did run out, just because I'm not running through this that quickly, and I think this bottle is a little bit too big for me. If I were to repurchase, which I'm kind of leaning to yes, I would repurchase if I ran out, I would repurchase in a smaller version because I don't need big size bottles. I don't wear perfume that often to warrant me getting like big size bottles. That's one of the things I've learned on my perfume journey is that I don't need the biggest size bottle. I'm okay having tiny bottles because I don't spray 13 times in one day. I'm not an oversprayer. So again, this is Kayali Vanilla 28. My last full bottle perfume is by Valentino, and this is Donna, Born in Roma. I go back and forth with this scent. Sometimes my nose picks up something that's very synthetic and kind of screechy. So when it picks up those notes, the screechiness, I instantly don't like it. I think it's too synthetic. It smells too much like perfume. and I regret buying it. But then other times when I wear it, I love this sweet mixed with a tart. So I go back and forth with this one. Again, I don't think I needed to buy such a big bottle because I'm not going through it that quickly. Honestly, it looks like I haven't even sprayed it. I swear I've used this a couple of times. But I got too big of a bottle. So would I repurchase? I don't know, because I do go back and forth on this fragrance a lot. But if I were to repurchase, I would definitely repurchase in like a smaller size. But I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I'm not looking to declutter it just yet. I'm still playing around with it, and there are some times when I just crave something sweet and tart at the same time, and that's when I would pick this one up. So this is Valentino Donna, Born in Roma. I keep all of my travel sizes that I want out. I keep it in my diptyque candle holder. I have a lot more travel sizes than the last time I did a perfume collection. Having mentioned that BDK is my favorite perfume house, of course I have more than one BDK scent. I bought a couple travel sprays. My first travel spray that I got was Rouge Smoking by BDK. This is a beautiful like cherry coke fragrance. I've never smelled anything like it. It also has vanilla in the dry down. That is so beautiful. It's a little bit peppery. It's very much cherry coke scented. And when I got my travel size, I realized I don't really wear it as much as I thought I would wear it. Like I appreciate the scent, but I don't think I want this to be my signature scent. I'm really glad I didn't buy a full-size bottle because it took me 2 tester samples and a travel size for me to realize this is not the scent for me. I love it enough that I will finish this travel size, but once I'm done with this, I'm not going to repurchase because it's not my scent. I appreciate the scent, I like it, but it's not something that I feel like is me. So I'm just going to appreciate it, use it up, and move on. So this is Rouge Smoking by BDK. The last BDK scent I have is called Pasta Soir by BDK. I have quite the dent going here. I got this maybe 2 months ago, and I'm really loving this, especially in spring summer. This is such a good spring summer scent. It's very light, very refreshing, very unique. I've never really smelled anything like this before. And I think it's girly. It's one of the girly scents without being like overly sweet. It's girly, refreshing. I would even go as far as to say leaning in clean girl territory type of scent. I like this a lot. I don't know if I'll buy the full size just because we don't have real summers here where I live. So I don't really have a lot of opportunities to wear this. And I think I would regret buying a full size because I just wouldn't be going through it as much as someone that lives in Florida, for instance. Yeah, I love this scent, and I do feel like it is very me. So I don't regret buying this at all. And when I use it up, I would consider buying another travel size. This again is Pasta Soir by BDK. Next up is my travel size of Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I already talked about the Tom Ford in the full size version, so I'm not going to talk about this one, but there's barely a dent in it, and I am just enjoying having it and using it. I definitely will not declutter this. This is Tom Ford Lost Cherry. My last 2 travel size scents are both by Byredo. The first one is called Bal D'Afrique by Byredo, and this is a beautiful scent. It's very citrusy and refreshing and very clean. It almost kind of has a soapy dry down, which I kind of like. It's very clean girl aesthetic as well. I love, love, love this scent so much. I wear it to work a lot because it's not gonna bother people. It doesn't project a whole lot. So this is a good everyday, don't really need to think about it too much type of scent. And that's kind of the scents I'm gravitating right now too. And this is Bal D'Afrique by Rado. Lastly, I have, can you guess what this one is? Mojave Ghost by Byredo. This one I kind of have been raving about in my last couple perfume videos. I really like this scent. I feel like it smells like me, but I read a review on Fragrantica about someone who compared this scent to hair products, and now every time I smell this, that's what I associate this scent as. I think it kind of ruined it for me because all I think about when I spray it is being at a hair salon. That's not really a very romantic thought to have when you're wearing perfume. So I actually don't know if I would get a full bottle of this one. Maybe if I disassociate a hair salon, I'll get a full bottle. But right now, I kind of have a weird taste in my mouth every time I smell this. So I'm a little bummed out because I really raved about this perfume in the beginning. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I definitely am not going to declutter this, and I want to use up the whole bottle before I really make a decision. Hopefully my thoughts will change on this. Again, this is Mojave Ghost by Byredo. I have one body mist, and this is by Brazilian Crest, Cheirosa 62. This scent is really nice, very sweet. It projects a lot for a body mist. It projects so much. I like it, but I don't really think it's me. I have the lotion as well, and I think it's a great scent. I just don't really see myself grabbing to it a whole lot. I prefer the clean girl type of smells than the super sweet and sticky smells, at least for everyday wear, at least for daytime wear. So I don't really see myself gravitating towards this a whole lot because, yeah, I don't really want to smell sweet and sticky like at work or going about my life during the daytime. It's not something I reach for. So that's why it doesn't fit my vibe, my aesthetic. So that's why I don't think I would repurchase this. But I do recognize that it's a pretty good scent and it's pretty long-lasting and projects well for a body mist. So this again is Brazilian Crush, Cheirosa 62. In this tiny little glass jar, I have my samples that I'm working through. I actually have one out that I wore today, which is BDK Velvet Tonka. I actually really like this one. It really reminds me of winter cold weather type of perfume. So I'm gonna make a note that I like it. It's not the right time of year. That's one of the things I realized in my perfume journey from the very beginning. Like, I don't want to buy perfume that's out of season because I won't wear it for like 6 months, and then when it's finally in season, am I still gonna show that joy and appreciation for that fragrance, or would I have already moved on to something else and will it just never get worn? I like to wear my stuff. I don't like to just have it sitting on a shelf not getting worn just to be ogled and like stared at. No, I want to have things that I actually use. The next sample I have is by Byredo. It's called Vanille Antique. Again, this is more of a cooler weather scent, so I haven't really been reaching for it, but I'm enjoying the times I have worn it so far. I think this is a beautiful, long-lasting, projecting scent. I like it so far. I don't know if it's full bottle worthy, but it's very unique and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't really want to give you a full review of what I think about Vanille Antique yet because I have barely touched the sample. The last sample I have is by Miller Harris, and this is Scherzo. This is a beautiful rose oud scent. I wore this scent when I was living in Paris, so every time I smell it, I think about Paris. And I love that scent memory. I don't think I'll ever have my collection without Scherzo because I've such a strong, happy scent memory with this fragrance. But I don't need a full bottle. I don't wear it that often, so sample size was perfect for me. I actually bought this in a sample size set of 4, so I have 4 more samples of Scherzo. It's going to take me a while to get through all of them. That is my perfume collection for 2023. I love how well-rounded my collection is. I think if I were to add one more full bottle to my collection, it would be an Easy Reach Clean Girl Aesthetic full bottle because that's the one hole I have in my collection. I don't really have a Clean Girl Easy Reach, like not something that you need to think deeply about to wear it. That's where my mind is going for my next perfume, but I'm not in a rush to buy anything right now. I'm working through my Byredos and my Pasta Soir, which are all what I would consider Clean Girl Easy Reach fragrances. I think once I finish all of those, I'll figure out which one I want to get a full bottle of. I love numbers, so I'll spell out in quantitative terms how my perfume stacks up. I have 5 full bottle perfumes This is not including the Lune Feline perfume that I sold. I'm shipping out tomorrow. So I have 5 full bottle perfumes that are staying in my collection. I have 7 travel size perfumes, and I have 1 body mist. Samples, I have 3 samples out, but I actually put the rest of my samples I'm not testing in that container back there. It's kind of a reminder to myself of not getting too many samples, because I think sometimes you can get carried away by buying a bunch of samples and just having like bags and bags of samples, and I do not want to be a sample hoarder. If I am able to fill up that tin can with samples, that's a sign that I need to not accept any more samples into my life until I whittle down my sample collection. Alright, so that was my perfume collection. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to know, what are your top, I would say top 1 to 2 perfumes in your whole collection. Like, I love to hear people's responses, and I love to get turned on to new fragrances. Right now, I am eyeing the new Parfum de Marly Valaisan, although not anytime in the near future. I'm very happy with the size of my collection. Another one that I tried out that I really like is the new diptyque scent, Le Papier. Something about that smells so comforting and warm to me. Le Papier with BDK Velvet Tonka. Oh my gosh, that combination is amazing. I got influenced by someone else saying that's a good combination, and I happen to have samples of both. I tried them out together and mind blown. It was delicious. That just about wraps up my perfume collection for 2023 so far. I don't really expect it to change too much during this year. I feel like I have a good, well-rounded collection, but if things do happen to change, I'll be sure to update you all. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video.